Hey everyone, welcome to Legends Podcasting. I'm Stuart.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Rob.
And we're here for episode 4, season 1 of The Acolyte. So last week's episode of The Acolyte, we had our 16-year flashback to find out what happened to May and Osha on their planet when they were kids and why they both thought each other were dead.
So bitter, she set fire to the entire compound with one book.
Yeah.
That got out of hand real quick.
Yeah. Well, we didn't see it actually. Like, we saw her light it, and then that was it. So did someone else come along? Like, there's so many. Even though they've kind of been like, oh yeah, this is what happened, it didn't really make sense. I mean, we spoke about it for ages after the episode last week. It sort of really didn't
It's got a lot of unanswered.
line up properly. Because why did the guy was gonna have the scar in his eye if not, they didn't fight?
Before Ocean wakes up on the ship, like they're just in there, like at the end of Anchorman, where he's like, well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm assuming they went to pick up the girls, or at least Osha, but then obviously all that stuff happened. Why was the mum separated from the rest of them and been dead? Like, there's lots of like weird.
Well, the other mum that actually gave birth to them was definitely not in on it. That she didn't want Osha to go.
Yeah.
So she could have been with the other
In
witches and say, right, we're going to
Yeah.
stop these.
Yeah.
And when the Jedi turned up, they started a fight, and the Jedi ended it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It does seem all a bit weird, and it doesn't really make sense. And then how did May get off the planet at the end as well? If everyone's dead, I'm guessing the master person came and found her. Somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a great comment last week about how when the Jedi show up and the cults are like, oh, the Jedi always use their powerful force, we use ours for good. Then she immediately mind controls the Jedi. It's like, yeah, that's not exactly the best use of your force powers. It's just like
I've seen lots of people like slate last week's episode. Like a lot of people, quite big names, and there was like some reviews that were like 0 out of 5 stars, like best episode ever, blah blah blah, because of a couple of things. Because it was like another way of explaining the Force, but I'm pretty sure the Force isn't exclusive to the Jedi and the Sith. Like, the Force is meant to be everywhere around the whole galaxy,
like that,
so other people can use it in different ways. So I don't see why people are kicking off about that. And then also another people were kicking off that her creating Osha and May with the Force or the string, whatever you want to call it, thread, takes away from Anakin's origin. But when I was thinking about that, the way Anakin was created was it sounded like the Force chose this woman to have a child.
It was Palpatine, wasn't it?
Was it a Palpatine?
Yeah, in the current law, they make rare contest. I talked to my brother about this the other day.
I don't know. I thought it was just the Force did it.
Palpatine was messing around with the Force,
Yeah.
and did something, and the Force created Anakin as a result. As basically like, fuck off, you should be doing this. So Anakin was created as a result of Palpatine messing with the Force.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like this one, it sounded like she
on purposely made kids.
grabbed the thread of the Force and pushed it into the other mum to give birth to 2 kids. So it's like, it isn't the same origin; it's slightly different. So I don't know. It just, I can see some people's opinion of like why it's a crap show, but people are just hating on the show before they've even given it a chance to explain what's going on. And I'm quite enjoying it, but it just gets. It's not one of those shows where we watch where everyone's just like, oh, that's crap, but they don't give a reason. They just, because it's not what they want. It's just,
I saw one person say they were like listing everything they hated, and one of them was, now rocks can catch fire and just set fire in a second. It's like, no, she set fire to the door, which is electronically connected to the whole place, and that's how the fire went round and all got exploded. And they just thought, oh no, the rocks just caught fire. And
also, I remember I saw those people reacting to the first episode. It's like, the
Fire in space.
Fire in space. Oh, you can't fire in space. Star Wars, man. There could be a shield around. Like, it could be anything. Well, anyway, I don't want to whinge about other people, but like, you know. It just
not as bad as, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world. But
yeah, exactly. It's not Oscar
I think it's better than Boba Fett. I think it's better than
that's not a high bar.
I think it's better than some of Ahsoka. I think it's better than Mando season 3.
That's also not a high bar. Andor's still.
Andor's number 1, and then I think it's probably season 1 and 2 of Mando.
Yeah.
Then this, in my opinion, out of all the Disney stuff, Disney
Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars Disney Plus things.
Yeah, and I say this is just the start of it. But the thing that's going to annoy me is that if everyone slates this, it won't get a season 2. And then everyone will whinge, oh, they're not doing anything new Star Wars. Because every time they try and do something new Star Wars, people just complain. So like, why would you? Like, I don't know.
But write it better.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but we don't know where it's going. Yeah, it could be like this massive, really clever story that actually, like, once we know the whole story, all this stuff makes sense. But no one's giving it a chance to tell the story.
There's also where, like when Qui-Gon brought Anakin back, the council were like, no, he's too old. When they're older than Anakin was.
Yeah.
And they're going to try and bring him on.
This could be the.
This could be the reason why they always go for young people, because if they're too old, they're already emotionally attached, and then you cause these issues, and that's going to tie into the reason why the council won't do it.
Yeah, because there was no sort of hesitation in Sol's mind. Because I'll train you, not like, oh, you might be too old, we might have to discuss with the council. He was just like, yeah, I've had one, done, move on. So no, anyway, so I'm looking forward. I'm guessing we're going to go back to the Wookiee and maybe see some Wookiee action, which will be good. And maybe we'll see the Master show up. And
I would love it. I would absolutely kill myself laughing if she turns up at the Wookiee's house and she's like, attack me with all your strength and just punts her through the forest.
I mean,
bye.
Me too.
Yeah,
just gets his costume out.
Yeah. Fifth one today.
Hang her up to start eating her or something. No, because I know there was a scene in the trailer watch where like all the Jedis pull their lightsabers out and amongst like the Master guys there. So I don't know.
Well, I did see. So we were theorising that who the Master might be. So I guess the reveal was going to be maybe not this episode, but soon.
Yeah.
Like the most obvious choice is her friend, who's also
the chemist guy.
Yes, I forget his name. The other choice everyone's put their money on is her mum, still being alive.
Why would you hide your identity from her?
Revenge.
I'm going to use my child as
but
a soldier.
when she was walking at the end of episode 1 down by the sea of the cliffs, and that sounded like a man's voice.
Could be a
mask.
Yeah,
like
it definitely sounded.
Kylo Ren had his thing, and Vader has his voice changer.
Yeah.
Why would you not? If you want revenge, you would say, "Look, I'm still alive, but your mother and mum got killed, and so did Osha. Let's go and kill them."
That's why it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So
unless it's one of the Jedi, like inside the Jedi temple somehow.
Or they'll just do a typical thing of like, it's this other guy who
it's just this random person.
Yeah, we've seen them in these episodes.
I think so. Why wear a mask?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's jump into this episode 4 and find out what's going to happen in the Acolyte. And just before we jump in, just want to thank everyone who's been watching the show along with us. We do appreciate it. But if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. We're coming up with loads of new shows and loads of old shows coming up. So please click on the subscribe button so you can find out about that. Don't forget to head over to our Patreon to watch full watch-along reactions of this episode, as well as all the other episodes, as well as all the other shows we react to. We've got loads on there. Head over and support us there. And let's jump into this episode of The Acolyte.
What's a symbol?
What is that all about? I think he's smoking then. I was like, some good shit.
Still got shaved head.
Yeah.
Is it because it haunts him, or is he trying to understand it?
Don't know.
I came to say goodbye. You're not staying? I've done what I needed to do. Thank you.
For what?
For helping me find my sister. Don't tell me you'll miss me. Someone must find May before she does any more harm. But it's not me. Next time I'm in Coruscant, I'll look you up. And we'll go to a cantina and trade stories about Master Soul.
Did you say goodbye to him?
It caused him enough trouble.
So, just slides a lightsaber into his bag.
I wouldn't just take off if I were you. Gofar is massively uncharted.
What's in all that? What's that stuff in that big bag?
Yeah. Looks like a helmet.
Yeah.
A lightsaber.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
He's definitely looking like a clumsy fool.
Yeah.
But
Right,
he dodged his...
Right, Clark Kent.
Yeah, but he dodged her attacks, didn't he? Well, they're studying her.
She is fast, but weak. Her emotions guide her every choice in combat.
Yet there is skill there.
Yes, someone has trained her. She doesn't know her master's identity, but she fears him.
An apprentice who doesn't know their master. It's absurd. This girl could become a major threat.
She's not disciplined.
Yet she eluded you. And she killed 2 Jedi Masters. The 4 Jedi stationed on her home planet when she was a child. How odd. She turns up all these years later, trained by one of our own. You think a Jedi told her? Even a hologram can tell me that.
We must alert the High Council.
The High Council would be obliged to inform the Senate. A scandal like this would inspire fear and mistrust. We should handle this ourselves. We must learn who trained her. 16 years ago. Why didn't you tell me there was a chance this poor girl survived?
If I thought there was, of course I would have. Let me be the one to bring her in.
Your personal connection with her and her sister is not a benefit here.
May's objective is not solely her own. You must know that.
I fear May is only a small part of her master's larger plan. A plan that is difficult to see. Some sort of shift. Something to tip the scales.
If she resists arrest, and Holden neutralizes her,
It won't come to that.
then the whole master will truly be lost to us. She will not surrender without getting something in return.
Reverse
Do
yourself.
we have something she wants?
Me? Yeah. This guy!
Yeah. Well, that's 2 thumbs.
He's not ginger.
Sold!
Tell the Jedi without a weapon. It has to be some sort of test, right? You engage unarmed, like, can you use their saber if you disarm them? Or is that cheating?
She's just pushing ideas in her head
I'm
all
just
the
curious how
time.
you're going to do it this time. You failed so much.
I didn't fail. I killed Endora, then I killed Torben.
You have to kill the Wookiee without a weapon. Your master wants
What kind
you
of deal
to...
did you make with him?
I didn't. We didn't exactly. I just owe him. You know how he is.
I've never seen his face. Have you?
You know I haven't. Oh look, there it is.
Yeah, too shifty, man.
Yeah.
Change the subject quick.
Yeah. Coming with us!
Sorry.
Osha! I went to find you and Jackie said you already left.
I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye.
I need your help.
You want me to rejoin the Jedi?
Well, not officially.
Oh. You need me so you can get to her.
Can't have 2 Padawans.
So. I can't.
If you come, they will allow us both to go. I don't want May to get hurt. I know you don't either. There is still good in her. The part of her that loves you.
She tried to kill me.
She's a murderer.
But she's still your family.
Fine.
Killing myself.
I'm not wearing that civilian robe.
Civilian robe?
It's just...
Yeah.
Say it's like bright light with a target on it.
What? That was a clue, was it?
I didn't see.
Yes.
Get away from me.
What's puzzle? Is he or they with us?
Questions, William?
No. No, very comprehensive briefing, Lord.
So we don't know any of the Jedi are they're gonna die.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're gonna need to hand that blaster over.
Well, it's mine now.
Well, it's actually the property of the Jedi Order, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist that you hand it over.
Come and take it.
Kanaka is in there.
Great.
How do we find him?
We have a tracker.
Oh, that's what we saw.
It's like I would do, but somebody sprayed me with mace on the plate.
Yeah.
My nose is ruined.
It's ruined all sense of my smell.
Okay, well, you're upset
You think they're trying to write it so that you think that he is the
I
master?
am concerned that you will
Really?
I was just saying, he's been a bit of an arsehole all the time, right? They're trying to show you,
Yeah.
well, it could be him, but it's not going to be.
Things that make him be saved.
I just feel like that's what they're trying to write in life, but it's not working.
You must have reason to suspect May will listen to what you have to say.
Yes, this undergrowth is quite dense. I brought this oh no.
Give me a secret, give me a secret.
Yeah.
No other reactor, except for New Rockstars, picked up on it in episode 2. That he did that, and they thought he was might be the master.
What, him dodging the her
Yeah,
attack?
Yeah.
No one else picked up on
It's
it.
entirely possible he's just quick, but like,
Yeah, but he's
trained her,
clumsy.
he's showing that he's clumsy all the time.
Yeah.
But the one time he was going to get physically hit,
he moved.
he moved out of the way so well.
And if he's trained her, then he knows all her techniques. So
exactly.
yeah.
What is it? He says there's something wrong with him.
I was going to say they all look like
Something
bugs
rotten.
or something on the trees.
Keep up the pace. Keep down the volume.
I don't like the look of that.
Yeah, don't touch him.
Move! Just no!
Oh, sure.
We're about to find out.
Played enough Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons.
that's
Yeah,
a big
it was.
fucking
It
bug.
Not how
was
you
a
do
big
this.
bug, yeah. Billy would be shitting himself
So,
Really?
from Predator.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking into the woods. Like flies as well.
They fly now.
I have it.
There's more than one, Jim.
That was my mama!
Yeah, they'll wake up now.
Yeah,
Let's move.
let's cook it.
It'll be dark soon.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds,
We can eat
cook it. Yeah, yeah. You just turn around, they've already got the stove set up, and it's like put some butter and onions in.
I mean, what happens if you skewered them down on a lightsaber? Would they cook quite well?
So why not?
Vaporize the meat with
Slice it into little
slice it
chunks.
off. Yeah.
That should be really good because you skewer them all up, cook them, right, and then you just turn it off and they all just land on the plate.
But I disturbed it.
You slice a loaf of bread in there as well. Cook, make a toast out of it as soon as you cut it.
It's always an honour to get to witness anything or anyone transform into the Force. Although you've had more experience with death than I have.
well, I could never accept death.
Is that what they get taught as Padawans? Sure, you kill someone, they get turned into the Force, it's okay.
I couldn't accept that I was.
You're out with the Force! You're with the Force!
Yeah.
You're free! You're free! You're free!
Even though I missed her at the same time.
You know what happens as well when Anakin goes in at Order 66?
Yeah.
Like, free us, Annie!
You see that Robot Chicken sketch where he's like, pretend you're in a field of daffodils, you're beheading them.
I saw a thing with Hayden Christensen, like, was at a con, and he was teaching kids.
Yeah.
He's like teaching them how to do lightsaber training.
Yeah.
And the Richard Joey going, he's with Panama, he's like with kids, and then he's like, oh god.
I have to fight a Wookiee after this trek. I'd like to rest for a minute. If that's all right with you.
It's not, but okay.
He's not as tired as her anyway.
It's not a test.
What?
It's not a test. He calls it the final lesson. He says, your final lesson is when you teach yourself. You will kill a Jedi without a weapon. Attacking a defenseless person goes against everything the Jedi stands for. How do you kill someone like that? It's not a test. It's impossible.
It's not impossible. You know that.
And if I don't do it, they'll kill me.
Here. I'm gonna find you more water. Right?
Also, he's not going to be with
You
her.
need to rest. You're losing your nerve.
He's put his bag down as well, so. Alright, you take his bag with him.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna go get changed?
Goes around the tree, just quits spluttering.
Yeah. Put back on.
Yeah.
She's making a trap or something.
I don't see him.
What? Basil? Great! He's vanished again. I swear we need a tracker just to track our tracker.
Where's Soul?
So!
Over there.
It's like the Wookiee shot him.
It was actually just getting more. Oh.
She did it on purpose. I like it.
Baby, help!
It worked.
You know, after running through that forest for an extremely long time, I realized something. I don't need to do this anymore. I don't need to kill a Jedi without a weapon. I don't need to keep this deal.
What? They cut me down!
You were wrong. Osha being alive changes everything. My loyalty is to Osha, not your master.
What are you doing?
What I'm going to do is surrender myself to Kalnaka, and then turn myself into the Jedi.
No, stop. The Jedi will put you in prison.
Not after I tell them who I know.
It's treason then.
You'd have to find me first. And I don't know if even he can make it all the way over here without a guide.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
However, he is now separated from her.
So she wants to turn herself in and try and be good, okay.
What is that?
Is that the ship?
What is it?
It's nothing.
You wouldn't let me confront my own Awega.
You weren't ready.
But I'm ready now.
This is different.
I feel different. I sense things again, in a way that gives me the courage to face her.
You're not going to face her. You're going to face your past. Both of us will. Once we get May safely to the ship, I'll explain everything.
Oh,
I promise.
okay. Oh, what is that?
That is a trap.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, little buddy.
He's found me. Hush. Stay behind us.
No! Did she speak Wookiee?
Wookiee already dead?
Master Kalnaka.
He's dead.
He's
'Cause,
dead.
yeah, the other guy's killed him, hasn't he? That's not going to help her case when they turn up and find.
No.
Did he kill himself?
No.
Did he go and kill him and then when he got the
lightsaber
water?
cut. Literally
Oh,
just
yeah.
happened. So
Is he cut himself off and run in front of her?
Yeah.
'Cause there was a delay when she's on the floor.
It's just gone dark.
Perfect time for lightsabers to blow up.
Yep.
this is a scene from the trailer, isn't it?
It is indeed.
In the name of the Galactic Republic and the Order of the Jedi, anyone inside that domicile should come out with your hands where we can see them.
He can sense him.
Yeah.
That's what he did earlier when he was looking at the trees. Because he was ahead, cutting.
Some cloaked force.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
He's floating.
Yep.
Oh.
What is that?
Identify yourself.
Stand down!
Kyoisha. There's a horrible mask. Jesus. Scared the crap out of me.
Got a weird, cool smell. Oh my life.
Whoa! Okay. Don't finish there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You actual fucks. Been waiting for all this time and he stopped it there.
Right, so it's got to be her friend.
It has to be.
Yeah.
'Cause he's the only one on the planet as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah, he knew where he was.
Yep.
He said he wasn't tired. He was clumsy all the time. But then when he was about to get attacked by a haze,
Yep.
he knows he can't answer why he serves him.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she said, "I don't need you anymore. I'm leaving his service,"
Yeah.
he cut himself down, killed the Wookiee,
And showed himself.
showed himself.
Yeah.
He was going to kill her, or
Yeah.
then the Jedi showed up. So it's got to be him, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way it's not. I mean, if it's
And,
someone
when,
else-
and before they got to the Wookiee place and Sol was like looking into the distance, he must have sensed him just kill the Wookiee, right?
yeah,
Because he sensed him again when he was behind.
Mm.
yes,
So he must be able to hide. Like when he's the chemist, he can hide his
Mask
force
his
thing.
presence.
Because when they went to the shop, he didn't
Yeah,
sense
yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah.
Like if
or
he's
maybe he only senses it when he's using the. When
if he's
using
that
the
powerful
Force.
in the dark side, he's able to mask himself.
Yeah.
Same way Palpatine would have done.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
Jedi, you know,
Yeah.
it's like that skill they can use.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be like when Palpatine becomes Chancellor, and all the Jedi are like, who the hell's that really powerful force?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Interesting. So May actually wants
He
to
looks freaking powerful as well.
Yeah.
This is like whoosh, boom.
Yeah.
Was that like 8 Jedi? 7, 8 Jedi?
Yeah.
Whatever it was?
Well, because they were running in, they weren't stanced already, were they? Right. So I'm kind of curious where he's learned it from. Who taught him?
Like maybe that's why he's got the helmet on, because it'd be revealed that he was a Padawan of someone, or he knows somebody else as part of this. But maybe the reason why the 4 Jedi are part of this is because they linked him as well.
But
like it's not just
Saul's one of them, and he saw him, and he didn't recognise it.
True.
But he could have taught him as a Padawan, and now he's older. He's not as recognisable.
Yeah. True. It's interesting as well when Saul said, "Let's get May back to the ship, and I'll tell you everything."
Yeah.
As in,
So
you
he did.
don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed we didn't get to see the Wookiee with a lightsaber. I swear that guy at Star Wars Celebration was like, "Oh, you guys be able to wait."
Yeah, but there's still probably be another flashback.
Yeah.
Where there is a fight between them and
true,
the sisters, right? He'll be using it then.
It can't be another. It's like, the woman that was. She was in Game of Thrones, but then she was in the silver armour in Force Awakens.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh,
Captain of the Guard.
Plasma.
Yeah, Plasma. And for all the promotion, she's like, she's gonna be a really awesome character. I love her, and she's in like 2 scenes, and then she dies. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I still remember he was just like, yeah.
I saw an interview with Adam Driver, and when he spoke to J.J. Abrams when they're making the first one, the original story for his Kylo Ren was that it was the opposite of Darth Vader, where he was dark side, but he wasn't 100 because he was a little bit torn in the first one, and he wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do. And he eventually, as the 3 movies went on, he got darker and darker and darker and became really evil.
Really?
That was the original plot, and that's why how he acted every scene that he was in. But when Rian Johnson came in, he completely changed it. That's what he said. Rian Johnson changed his arc.
Rian Johnson destroyed the franchise with a single film.
Yeah.
It's just like.
But I think that would have been cool to see him getting darker and darker and darker.
Yeah.
I imagine he was going to overthrow.
Palpatine.
No, Snoke.
Yeah, Snoke.
He would probably be the one that killed him because he would want to become the master. And Rian Johnson changed his whole thing.
So half of me in that with that story kind of would have wanted to have seen Kylo Ren turn good and Rey turn evil.
I would like them both to have turned evil. He brings her over, and then they both become.
And Luke kills them both.
Yeah.
Luke's like, "Fuck this."
I think
start again.
I would have actually preferred it if he got darker and darker and darker, and she didn't become a Jedi at all. She was just like a thing like Han Solo kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he was the only sort of force.
That's what Poe is meant to be, isn't he? The Han Solo of the 3 movies.
I think that would have been better
because they didn't really. It's weird. One after the other, like they had sort of some notes on where to go in the second film, and Rian Johnson just went.
No. I can't. We'll talk about this episode in a minute. That's on the stupidest thing. Yeah. At least you got a trilogy, and you
didn't write them.
Don't write them all.
Yeah.
Like
no. I think J.J. Abrams had an outline for them all, but didn't have it fully.
Yeah,
written as a script.
But why the hell did he just not do all 3? Why did they give it to Rian Johnson to be like,
because they wanted a different person for each one.
Yeah, but you still could have had an outline for the entire plan.
I think he did have an outline, because that's why Adam Driver knew he was going to get darker, and then Rian Johnson went, no, I'm going to do it this way, and they went with that.
And J.J. Abrams was like, oh yeah, sure, fine, change the whole fucking story, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, he was involved.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem. Yeah. Why was he doing? Oh my god, hate the film.
But the person in charge overseeing it all should have been like, no, this is the plot.
Yeah,
honestly.
And from Kennedy went, no, okay, Ryan, do what you like.
I remember walking out the cinema, Ross, and I've never seen you that angry before, but you were just.
I was fuming.
Yeah.
I was fuming. It was like Luke Skywalker finally came back and they turned him into a fucking prick. I hate. Sorry. Anyway, this episode anyway, really interesting.
Well, that's what Soul reminded me a lot of Luke in this episode, where he's trying to get Osha to try and help May and bring her back to the good side, and she's like, no, she's evil. And he's like, no, we can do it. It's a bit like Luke. Like everyone's telling him, no, your father is evil. He's the worst. I can go and save him, but I can kill my nephew. It's all right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It had a Luke flavour into it.
Yeah, Soul was a lot I do like Saul in this a lot.
Yeah.
It's a very cool character.
He's probably the best thing about the entire show so far, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say so.
I do like the mystery of the bad guy though. I always like a mystery.
You know,
It's a bit like Flash at the first 3 seasons. You're like, oh, who is the reverse Flash? Who's Zoom? And then who is Avatar? I love those kind of things.
I hope they try and do like a rug pull where it's like, oh, you've guessed it early, therefore we changed it, so it's going to be, who the fuck is this guy?
I mean, everyone guessed that it was twins, like within the first 5 minutes of the first episode. So
was that even meant to be a? I know we theorised it might be like the reason why they went after her was because she was still alive.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a split personality.
I don't know. Yeah, but that was. I thought it was obvious.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be like I wonder if there's twins or not. It was just like, this is the story. Oh, there's twins. It's like that's just the way it is.
So how many do you think are going to survive the next episode?
Well, how many of them haven't we seen before? It's just like who's not a main character? Plow Koon as well in the temple. We'll know till next week if he dies.
I don't think it was.
When you said it was when they were on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, hear this bit.
Go back a bit. When he's doing
and he's
briefing.
not definitely not one of the ones.
Across.
It was a single shot
over there somewhere. Might be off just after that.
Alright, let's play from here.
The order station.
So,
I mean, it could just be another one of that same species.
Yeah, that's when you said it there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I don't know how long he lives for.
No.
Yeah.
Also, the guy in the temple who's in with the massive head. He's in all the same species. Is in the
the guys in the council.
the council, isn't he? As well.
Yeah.
So it might not be. I say that there might be exactly the same species, and he's just another Jedi. But yeah, she's like, that was pretty cool. There's a live action. Because was he CG in the movies? I can't remember now. Must have been CG.
I think they had a mask for the second one because he's in the. We've seen getting killed at the end of Clone Wars, isn't he?
Yes.
Clone Wars, not Clone Wars. The third one.
Yeah.
Sith.
Sith. Because I loved him in Clone Wars. Like him looking after Ahsoka and taking Ahsoka on quite a lot. Helping.
Didn't they film the end of season 2 of Mandalorian? He was
one of the kind of he was the name of all the artwork they did. He's actually showing up, and everyone didn't know.
Because it was Dave Filoni, like, oh yeah, he's his favourite Jedi. Of course, it's going to be him.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was because there was apparently some bad actors in the C-level offices of season who didn't want Luke around. So it's like we'll make it Luke Clone, and then we'll put Luke in the show.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone will freak out. They'll be like, oh right, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing reaction. And
probably the best things we've reacted to. One of the biggest surprises we've ever reacted to.
Because we guessed it in what episode?
In the Ahsoka
4 or
episode.
5.
And we talked ourselves out of it. It was like, well, it could be Luke. Nah, they never do Luke. Yeah. Never in a million years they do Luke. Yeah. Oh wait!
There's a red 5 coming in.
Yes.
There's an X-Wing class.
I still get goosebumps thinking about that moment.
It's a
I'm so annoyed that we did it. Had to do it remotely as well because of COVID. We weren't even together when it happened. But it was just, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, it's an X-Wing. It's a black gloved hand. It's a green lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's that meme of the guy from WWE. He's like getting more and more.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. It's just such a cool. That was probably one of the best things we've ever reacted to.
But it's annoying that it kind of undid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 3 just completely.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
I would be more than happy for them to let Grogu go to the Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. But he's worth too much money to Disney.
I know, it's like
he's like, oh, this is our money maker. Sorry, bring him back.
Yeah. We want to merchandise more than we want to tell a good story. That's never a good way to run.
Yeah, but you think about it, right? If they had have left him with Luke, and then not had him in season 3, season 4, season 5, and then in season, when the movie comes out, they're like, all of a sudden Luke and Grogu turn up.
And Grogu's a badass.
Yeah, and everybody like freaking crazy, and the merchandise that year would have gone mental.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, true.
You imagine a Grogu in sort of grown up a little bit, so he's a bit more Yoda height. He's in his Jedi robes with the mace with the chain mail underneath, and he's like, "I am not a Jedi, I'm a Mandalorian."
And he can kind of speak. Yeah. It'd be really good.
It'll be epic. It'll be epic. Oh man. Okay, well next week.
That was a big cliffhanger.
Gonna be some fucking lightsaber fighting.
So next week will be a flashback, so they won't have the courageous.
Yeah. I mean,
because that's how they run these shows.
I think we'll have a flashback when Saul's telling the story.
It'll be interesting to see, like he's gonna kill some of them, obviously, right? I'm assuming it won't be Saul, his Padawan, who's played by Daphne Keane.
Yeah.
Or it won't be Ocean, or maybe he'll kill May. I don't know.
I think he might.
One of them's gonna die by the end of the season.
I think he'll kill York.
Yoshi?
No.
Oh, York. Yeah.
I think he'll go. No, run, defend yourself, get out of here, and he'll try and stand guard with the other unnamed ones.
Yeah.
And they'll all die.
And will we get like he'll take the mask off after the fight, but like, or like he'll get cut, and then we'll see him,
No.
or just keeps hidden. For
I think it will
also.
keep it hidden for another couple of episodes, I think.
Interesting.
That would be my guess, but...
So I think during the fight, I think May will leave the shack to go find Osha because she's been punted off suicide.
Yeah. But he's just trying to like explain to me like, I didn't kill that because I don't have a lightsaber. And also, I want to be good now. It's like, Jesus. Yeah, interesting. So did the master know that the sister Osha was still alive? Don't know. He must have.
If
Not
it is
really, because when he saw her for the first time, he was like, "You're alive."
Yeah.
Like he didn't know.
Yeah.
She must have told her master about the sister growing up, and she
she
died
died.
as a Jedi. That's why I'm angry. And he's like, "Oh, you're alive?" And he was like, "Oh, can I use you?"
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the twins will take on him
together, right? But they did in the flashback.
That's the whole thing.
One's
the whole
better.
the power of
two's
many.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and she knows him a little bit to maybe understand how to defeat him.
Maybe.
But then one of them will die, calling it by the end of the series. The other one will be gone.
I hope Soul doesn't die. I'd like if they do get enough popularity to do a season 2, I'd love to see Soul and Daphne Keen's character carry on.
I don't think they're going to get enough popularity.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I'm trying to be hopeful.
I feel like when people say, "Oh, this is the worst show I've ever seen, this has killed Star Wars for me," they obviously haven't watched the last 4 seasons of Flash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What you say?
Oh my god.
The casino heist in the bar was not the high pinnacle.
Mate, Flash. At least last season.
Not the buffet table.
Was it like
The season before
before that, and then one even before that? I think. Like,
it was terrible.
But they were all so bad.
You had one as well where the first bit was all right, where it was like Flash has destroyed the city, but you find out Harrison, Earward, the one's taken over his identity.
Yes.
The Armageddon bit was good, but then the rest of the season was crap.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one that ended with the lightsaber and lightning fight. Wasn't
Yes,
it? I
yeah,
think
with Godspeed.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
I was so excited for the announcement of Red Death, and I realised that the only person it could possibly be was Wilder.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then it was 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And they shoved Cobalt Blue right to the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's like
such a disappointment. It's just
that is way this is miles better than that.
Oh yeah. Man, that's the worst thing we've ever watched. Like the most past, but that is the worst show. Like I don't think you could get any worse than that.
Yeah.
Not the buffet team.
So if we go to Special Casino, you mean the bar we go to every episode? Jesus Christ.
The High Rollers table, what? Upstairs?
Upstairs, the one table of food.
Yeah.
Oh god, the budget. I mean, there was that, and even Supergirl got quite bad to the end of it as well. But
what, when they...
They definitely just cut the budget, didn't they? That was, I think, the problem.
Yeah.
How can you tell a story about superheroes if you can't
show
them?
This is what it got to. It's like it became more drama because they couldn't have the powers.
Yeah.
So same with League of Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Nick got these Steel Citizen, and then that became a joke. It get knocked out every episode, so you couldn't use it.
The only one that survived was Arrow because that finished first.
Yeah.
Well, they did have that dodgy season where they became 2 teams.
Yes.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Yeah, that was a dodgy season.
That was the same season as who's the bad guy?
Prometheus.
Yeah, he was a really good bad guy though.
I don't think he was the.
He wasn't the main one. I think Talia al Ghul was the main bad guy, but he was there. But he was the one that was manipulating Ollie for the whole thing. Like, Ollie was mayor.
It was season 5 Prometheus because it ended full circle on the island and they blew it up.
Yeah.
It's like we're not using Lee and you ever again.
So what season did they finish on? 8.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Season 7 was bad.
6, I think.
6.
I think it was 6. I could be wrong.
The season with Damien Dark was pretty bad because it was just like, let's go attack him. Oh, he's frozen us again.
That was 3 or 4. Yeah.
No, 3 was Ra's al Ghul. 4 was Damien Dark because it was after they killed Rach. Damien came out of the woodwork. He was like, I was one of his prostitutes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been 4.
2 was Deathstroke best season.
Yes, 2 was the best.
Yeah.
So what was season 6?
It's like 2, 5, and 1 were pretty good.
Yeah.
8 was alright, but it was a little bit.
8 was the final one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was tied in. It was mostly the lead into Crisis.
Yeah.
So it's just them running around doing jobs. And multiverse.
Yeah. Actually, no. I think wasn't the final season after? No, it can't have been.
Season 7.
No, because obviously
Season 7 was the one where he's in prison, right? Yeah, he was in prison for the first few episodes.
Was that the last season? That was the last season.
No, season 8 is the last season.
I thought he was in prison on that one.
No. So season 8 was the one where they did like all the callbacks to
yeah.
Which was a really cool season. Season 7 he started off in
So
prison.
which episode of season 8 though was the crossover?
There wasn't one, I don't think, was there? Oh
Was
no,
it-
Cross the Infinite Earths.
Yeah, the third to last one.
Yeah. There was... What was 7 then? So he started off in prison. Then there's the Elseworld story.
Yeah.
Then...
Is that the one where it was the future? Where you had like his daughter and son, and then you had the Deathstrokes. In like it wasn't flashbacks; it was flash forwards.
Yeah.
Is that season?
Yeah, I think
Because he got missing with Felicity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Season 6 was when I don't know where he was, but Diggle was Arrow for some reason. Yeah,
wasn't he back on the island? And then Diggle was covering for him.
Yeah, but why was he back on the island for? God, I can't remember. So long ago.
No, it's not Star Wars.
Yeah. Anyway, we're totally sidetracked.
Yeah.
Need to watch that show again. I watched it since it was out. Anyway, if anyone's still watching, because of all our waffling comments, we're moving on to different shows.
That's what they're here for.
That's what we're here for. Let's move on. Let's wait till the next episode and see loads of people die with lightsaber fighting. Woo!
Or
tell me where I live.
Everyone.
It's what gets me up in the mornings.
Watching people get stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, another great.
As I said, like they're going to the Force, right? It's all good.
Yeah. You're in the Force.
This really hurts. It's just...
Stop your moaning. It's a peaceful place.
So everyone, that was episode 4, season 1 of The Acolyte. Please comment below what do you think of this episode. Do you think the helper, tradesperson, is the master that we've been saying since episode 2, or do you think it's someone else? Or they've just completely faked us out?
Some random guy.
It's a random guy, yeah. What are you excited for in the next episode, other than all the lightsaber fighting? And where do you think who do you think will survive the season? Who do you think is going to die? Please comment below. Let us know. Don't forget to like and don't forget to definitely subscribe to the channel because we need as many subscribers as possible. And don't forget to also head over to our Patreon where we have full reactions of this episode as well as all the other shows we react to. We're also on social media. Links are in the description below. And we also do a podcast. When you listen to a podcast, type in Legends of Podcasting. You'll find us there. And we'll see you very soon for another reaction.
People are going to react when you say who's going to die. They're going to say Star Wars.
Yeah, that's fine. It already has.